Hello and welcome to Top Not Flop. Get ready for an exciting video as we dive into the top 10 highest rated original movies on Amazon Prime. We'll explore the films that have received the most votes, showcasing the diverse and captivating stories that have resonated with audiences worldwide. From gripping dramas to thrilling adventures, these movies have made their mark. So let's begin the video. Number 10. All the Old Knives. The story revolves around two former CIA agents who reunite in a small town, each harboring their own secrets and regrets. Through a series of tense flashbacks, the film unveils a past mission set in Vienna, where the agents were tasked with apprehending a notorious terrorist. However, the operation took a tragic turn, leaving lasting scars on both individuals. As the agents reconnect over a dinner, buried emotions resurface, and the truth behind their shared history slowly comes to light. All the Old Knives is a gripping espionage film that delves into the complexities of love, betrayal, and the haunting aftermath of a covert mission. Number 9. Late Night. Events unfold around Catherine Newberry, a nighttime talk show host whose program was once one of the best on the air, but is now obsolete. Carolyn Morton, the head of the network, informs Catherine that she has only one season left, and after that she will be replaced by a tough guy. Desperate to prove herself, Newberry decides she needs a woman in the all-male writing department. And then she hires Molly Patel, whom her colleagues immediately begin to mock. Allegedly, she was hired only because she is a girl. However, Molly has some original ideas that can save Catherine and her program. But she has to convince Newberry to make drastic changes in the talk show to restore ratings. Except the host isn't too welcoming of change. Number 8. The Vast of Night. The Vast of Night is a captivating and atmospheric sci-fi mystery film set in 1950s small-town America. The story revolves around two young characters who find themselves drawn into a series of perplexing events. Amidst the backdrop of a high school basketball game, the film introduces a strange audio frequency that disrupts the town's radio waves. Driven by curiosity, a charismatic radio DJ and a curious switchboard operator embark on an investigation to trace the origin of the mysterious signal. As they begin to investigate a strange signal, Everett and Faye have the opportunity to not only change the life of a small town forever, but also their own future. Number 7. Without Remorse. The protagonist, John Kelly, finds himself caught in a web of intrigue and betrayal after a covert mission goes awry, resulting in the death of his wife. Consumed by grief and a thirst for justice, he sets out on a relentless mission to hunt down those responsible, no matter the cost. As John delves deeper into the investigation, he becomes entangled in a larger conspiracy that involves government agencies, international espionage, and high-stakes power struggles. With each step he takes, he must navigate a dangerous landscape where loyalties are uncertain and danger lurks around every corner. Along the way, he forms alliances with unexpected allies, each with their own agendas and secrets. Number 6. Air. In the early 1980s, Nike Corporation is falling behind its main competitors, Adidas and Converse. Rob Strasser, marketing director at Nike, convenes a basketball committee to try to figure out how to spend the meager annual budget of $250,000 allocated to contracting athletes profitably. He suggests spending the money on 3 up-and-coming players, but his colleague Sonny Vaccaro has a bolder idea: to get star player Michael Jordan by offering to create his own shoe model. To convince the corporate board that his plan can work, Sonny has to find a way to not only negotiate with Michael Jordan's mother, but also with Phil Knight, Nike's CEO. Number 5. You Were Never Really Here. Joe, a former FBI agent and military veteran, works as a hired gun, specializing in rescuing victims of sex trafficking. When a United States senator's daughter goes missing, Joe is tasked with finding her and bringing her to safety. As he delves deeper into the dangerous underworld of corruption and exploitation, Joe's mission becomes increasingly treacherous. Haunted by his own traumatic past and struggling with a multitude of personal demons, Joe navigates a gritty and morally ambiguous landscape. He encounters ruthless criminals, uncovers disturbing secrets, and faces his own inner turmoil along the way. The film explores Joe's fractured psyche and the toll his violent lifestyle takes on his mental and emotional well-being. Number 4. Sound of Metal. The protagonist is a passionate musician who thrives on the adrenaline and intensity of his performances. However, his world is shattered when he experiences a sudden and severe hearing loss. Struggling to come to terms with his new reality, he embarks on a journey to find a solution and regain the life he once knew. In his search for help, he enters a deaf community led by a mentor figure who encourages him to embrace his deafness and find a new way of navigating the world. Through the guidance of this community, he begins to form connections, finding acceptance and a sense of belonging. The film sensitively explores the protagonist's emotional journey as he confronts the loss of his hearing and grapples with his own resistance and frustration. Number 3. Borat's subsequent movie film. The film picks up years after the events of the original Borat film, as Borat is sent back to the United States on a new mission from his home country of Kazakhstan. This time, he is accompanied by his daughter Tudor. The duo embarks on a cross-country journey filled with outrageous and often controversial encounters with unsuspecting individuals. Number 2. The Tomorrow War. The story is set in the near future, where humanity faces an existential threat from a highly advanced alien species. When soldiers from the future arrive in the present day, they deliver a dire message. Humanity is losing a global war against the aliens, and their only hope lies in recruiting soldiers from the past to fight alongside them. Ordinary civilians are drafted into a deadly battle against the extraterrestrial invaders. The film follows the journey of Dan Forrester, a former military veteran turned high school teacher who finds himself unexpectedly drafted into the future war. With the fate of humanity at stake, Dan must join forces with a diverse group of soldiers and scientists to confront the alien menace and find a way to change the course of history. Number 1. Manchester by the Sea. The story revolves around a withdrawn and troubled janitor living in Boston. When a devastating event occurs, the janitor is unexpectedly entrusted with the care of his teenage nephew. As a result, he is compelled to return to his hometown in Massachusetts, where painful memories and unresolved traumas from his past resurface. The film skillfully employs a nonlinear narrative structure, gradually unraveling the layers of the protagonist's anguish and isolation. Through carefully crafted flashbacks, the audience gains insight into the profound tragedy that shattered his life and led him to distance himself from his hometown. The film explores the characters' attempts to reconcile with their pasts, reconcile with each other, and find a way to move forward in the face of unimaginable tragedy. Thanks for watching this video, and do subscribe my channel for new updates.